It's waiting time. I suppose I could talk about RTS or something because remember, I'm not playing this game because I like this game. I don't really like this game that much. I remember having some fun with this map, and that's about the only fun I remember having, which means I didn't have much fun with this game, generally speaking. I just remember having fun just making a giant army and then just wrecking face. Because there's another clan. I just wrecked them. I liked it. No, but in general, I guess I wanted to talk about why I'm doing this. Because that might be confusing, especially with last time I kind of cut it off short. I'm not even trying to win the maps. I don't care that much. I'm trying to show what this game's about. The point really is to show a game that does things differently. Not because it's good, but because it does things differently. And I think RTSs could use doing things differently these days. Now, this game is a failure in many aspects, but not necessarily because of the things it does differently, but, you know, we can take the things it does differently, but bad, and try to imagine ways of doing them good. The point is just to get ideas about things that we could be doing differently. Like, you know, a couple things that are really different is the creature production, of course. You need creatures to create creatures. That's one of the few games I've ever seen that happen. You need creatures. Creatures produce creatures, not buildings. Creatures. And consequently, you lose not when you lose all your buildings, but when you lose all of your people. That's it. So, I don't know, I thought it was really interesting. What else? Oh yeah, the resources have a physical presence. They are somewhere, and if you need to use them anywhere, you need to take them there. You don't have to collect them. You know, they cut down the trees and then they get it back to the building. That's every RTS does that. But that alone is not enough. You need to, if you want to then use that resource, you need to take it to where you want to use it. Now, strangely enough, they don't use that for the upgrades. They don't use a system like that for the upgrades, which is weird if you ask me. But whatever. I mean, they do whatever they want. Okay, everybody's stuck on this island. That's nice. Do you not have anything to do, giantess lady? Can you not hunt? Lady? Hello? Can you not pick up the food? How about this one? You can take a little bit of that food. That's just kind of weird. Another lady. Yeah, I needed another guy to actually start producing people. They'd be inbreds, but really, who cares? So, I can sell all of this to get some food. Let's get them some food before they start yammering that they don't have anything. Does that make things a little clearer? I mean, last time I ended it, because I didn't really care about this game all that much. A. B, because I thought we showed what we had to show with it. There wasn't much more to the game, or to it. Oh, all the woodcutters are over here now. Damn, did they cut through all the trees over here? Not hardly. I don't know what they're doing over here. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't really care enough that I'd want to, absolutely want to win it, but I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, hey, you could gather up some food, I suppose. I thought it showed what it needed to show. I was really angry at the capitulation mechanic. Unrightfully so, because really I would have lost regardless. But, you know, I was really angry at it, and I thought it made that point very clear. So I thought, you know, it had shown what it had to show. Let's move on to something else. I remember that happening the first time I played, way back when I was a kid too. So I guess I didn't learn anything. I didn't know better. No. Oh well. You know, most RTSs have basically I was gonna say two things, no, three things that they all have. They have macro, micro, strategy, I'd say. Macro with an A, micro with an I, and then strategy. Strategy would be what you want to do. Macro is the production, handling the production, the economy, the production, basically. Micro would be controlling the units. Let's putting it in a different context. Imagine, I'd say, maybe a hockey game. I'm Canadian. Hey, and I'm talking about hockey. That doesn't happen very often, doesn't it? Imagine a hockey game. Strategy would be, well, your strategy, what you want to do, how you want to counter, how you want to play defensively, yada yada yada. All of that strategy. Macro would be their stamina, I guess. Their stamina and their speed, maybe. What goes into, I'd say, just the raw power, the raw engine. The size of your players matters. It's kind of stupid, but it's just all of that. Your muscles, your energy, all of that. And then micro would be the abilities, the skills of the players. How good are they at doing passes, accurate shots? Goalies are all about A, stamina, B, skill, just being, they have to last for the entire game, they have to have the right technique, and they have to make the right decisions, which I guess goes into strategy more. So, I guess it's no surprise that they made for really good competitive play, because they have something that most competitive games have. Those elements, I think, are what make good competitive games. Anyway, this game certainly has all of that, but it's kind of bad at putting them all together, and it's lacking a lot of quality of life things. Actually, I'm not even hearing the game at all right now. Maybe my volume is too low or something. Mind you, about the sound, this is a really old game. I can't even get the movie, the opening sequence, to work. It just doesn't work. It tries to run it, it doesn't work, so it goes back to the menu. I can't show it to you, but more importantly, that means that maybe some of the songs, it's trying to play them, and it just can't. It doesn't know how. So that's a thing. That is a thing. What else was I thinking of talking about? Yeah, so you have all three elements. And I get the feeling these days RTS exists, but the popular, where it's more dynamic, is with games that don't try to take all three and put them in one game, and instead go with one of these elements and just hyper develops it. The more dynamic game, you have the MOBAs, which are all about micro. You have the one creature, the one unit, and you control it to the maximum. It also throws in co-op, which RTSs have notoriously been bad at. StarCraft 2 is doing decently these days, but generally speaking, it wasn't known for its co-op gameplay. Never really was. Hey, I can actually hear them talk now that I have the volume all the way up. What was I talking about? Yeah, these days you have the MOBAs on one side, which are all about micro, and then on the other side you're gonna have a game like the SimCities or these simulation games. There's a bunch. There's SimCity-like games like SimCity, but also I forget what it's called with Paradox. Paradox has one. There's these games that you manage your city's public transportation system. I've seen a few of these recently, and I'm like, oh, where is this coming from as a genre? That's not something you'd necessarily expect, but it's there. It exists now. And it comes from that, I guess, and that's more of the macro games, I guess. Where most of what you do is just, there's no micro. You're not controlling units around. You have somewhat of a strategy, but it's not really that important. You're just managing your economy, your production, your everything. That's all you're doing, really. And so, I feel like these games, the extremes, if you will, are dynamic, they're popular, they're moving along, and the RTSs are just doing the same thing over and over again. I mentioned that earlier when I was just starting this. I still feel like it. It's always the same. I'm a little bored with it, I guess you could say. Huh. Is there a maximum that you can buy? That's interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten to the... Yeah, that must be a maximum. I don't think I've ever gotten to a maximum. Oh well. Still making children. I'm gonna get an army eventually. This is a perfect map for me just talking about all of this, I guess. Because nothing is happening. At some point something's gonna happen. I'm gonna have an army of giants and I'm just gonna wreck face! Giants are really strong. If you look at the tiny trolls over here, it's like 35-25, 45-30. Better stats, also probably way better HP, if I had to guess. Was I going anywhere? Yeah, I don't know. If you guys know of games that do things really differently, once again, I'd love to hear about it. I've heard some of you mention Culture as something that seems to do something similar to this. I've never even heard of Culture. I'm not sure I want to try it. If it's exactly like this, no. If it does it a little better, maybe, but I'm not really sure. Just, you know, whatever. I guess I have nothing else to talk about. Do I? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once these two finishes. Is 11 giants enough? It's gonna have to be because I'm getting tired of waiting around. Hey guys, stop. You can keep going. No, not you, the troll, you idiot. I should keep 2 giants here, so I guess 9's gonna be my army. Oh hey, we're stuck on the island. Oops. The ladies have... What is it, pickaxes? No, just kind of spiky maces. Giants kind of have that too, but it doesn't look nearly as bad because it's not red. Bloody red, you know? When's winter? 58. I don't have time to make another children here. Another children? Another child before the end of the summer. At least I don't think I have time, so I'm not gonna... Well, I'd have time before the end of the winter. I hope that I don't have to build a boat, because I'm not sure I have trolls left on this island. Well, I could buy a slave human or something and just build a boat, I guess, with her, but yeah, that's not ideal. Come on, winter. Do I have anything else? Anything? Final words on the thoughts I was all throwing out there? No, I don't. I tried. I guess I said it all. I probably forgot something, but I can't think of it right now. Hey, a child. Another one. We're gonna have 10 giants. An army of 10 giants. Ready to roll. What's the timer on winter? Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Hello, winter. Okay, do we go over here? They're all getting stuck on here. That's hilarious. And she's just not moving. Yeah, that place, I'm not going there. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to buy a lady. I have 4,000. That's enough. Let's buy a Viking lady. Get out of here. You, lady, are the lucky lady that gets to build boats for giants. Very slowly. What are you doing? What are you all doing? Oh, you're trying to help. You're putting all of the wood in it. Now this thing has a lot of wood in it, but that's fine. Let's look at the lady build the boat. Do they all fit in there? Yes. Surprisingly, 10 giants fit on a single Viking drag car. Oh hey, land. Let's check it out. With our army of giants. That is talking giant gibberish. I hear something. Throw their rocks! Throw rocks at them! They're people of the south. There's the one guy who's tanking everything. Okay, I lost 2 giants. And they lost everything, hopefully. I can hear somebody cut trees. I don't see somebody cut trees, though. Oh, 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 oh! Hello. I think I'm going to just eradicate them. Kill them! Kill them, you fools! Kill everything, actually. Go away, Christian temples. That look like pagan temples. I'm mean. I'm destroying everything. Cows! I should probably scroll the map around so I can see what the heck's going on here. Hi. That's not the house I clicked on, but okay. Let's wreck all these, that way they don't have all the upgrades, really. Oh, there they are. Kill them! Kill them all! I think I'm just gonna win. There you go. I think it's easier to capitulate them than to kill them all, because then you have to find them all. While if you try to capitulate them, all you have to find really is the capital, and then you have to have killed enough, but I'm pretty sure I've killed plenty. You know what's stupid about capitulation? I could have killed a lot of trolls, and then I'd have more honor than them, so I'd be able to make them capitulate, even though I've never even seen or touched them or beaten them any way, shape, or form. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Hello, Priesty. Hello, bunch of people. Guys, help her. Hey, that was the last unit. There's a lot of people over here. I guess the capital was over here now. Alright. Yeah, no, another time maybe. Thank you. Victory! And a lot of talking from me while nothing was happening. Next time, I don't know what we're doing next time. Let's take a look. Hello? Ice! Dwarf clan! Yeah! The return of the dwarves. Until then, see ya.